Hey everybody, this is Jesse here at Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. Welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a recap of my run number 9. This is a half marathon training plan using the Garmin Connect training app. And this is with Coach Greg. And I don't intend to run the half marathon. What I am running to do is trying to get a little extra volume for my 10K that I have in a couple of weeks. So this whole training season starting in April, it's almost October. I've been running these Garmin training plans and improving every step of the way. I've really had to this year to date, I've had a PR in all the races that I've contributed in. So I think the training plans are really working. I'm staying healthy and strong. We're getting into the later parts of the season, and things kind of start to break down a little bit. I'm making sure I'm getting rest, trying to stay well fed and trying to do my mobility work. But I can feel the accumulation of the miles for a few months of running. And so I'm looking forward to kind of wrapping this training plan up and then transitioning into some more less volume of running and a little bit more volume of lifting weights. So I look forward and anticipate that with excitement. But it's nice to have these seasons in training. That way you're not going all in on one thing all the time. Obviously, I think specialization can be good, but also I think a broad kind of spectrum of skill sets in your training can be really effective for building overall general health and well-being. So, and you can also still excel at things by taking breaks periodically. All right, so today's workout. Today was a fun one, a hard one, a really challenging one. Today was a 5-minute warm-up. I just walked after my mobility work. And then it was a 20-minute run. Looks like I ran those at about 9:07, 8:57. So that is on a single track trail, dirt, a little bit. There was some fresh rain, so it was a little bit, not too sloppy, but a little sticky, and running over rocks and tree roots and those types of things. So it does slow down the pace a little bit to my typical street or levee or gravel runs. And then a 10-minute hard run. So at that 10-minute mark, I really tried to step up the pace and really kind of get on the gas. And I was able to achieve that as well, looking at about 8:19 and then finishing at a 7:23. And the 7:23 was out into the flats. So, and then that 5-minute cool down was a walk, but I was still kind of far away from home. So I had another about 0.35 miles to walk home. So, all in all, it was about 4.5 miles today. Total mile coverage on this workout in particular, though, 4.07. The workout was 40 minutes. And during this, I ran 30 minutes without stopping on single track trails with a distance of 3.45 miles at a pace of about 8:42. So yes, this was a good challenge. I really tried to slow down my pace for that first 20 minutes so I'd have some juice for the last 10. I really tried to give it my all on that last 10. I did notice, maybe with 5 minutes remaining, I was definitely running out of juice. So my conditioning is still working on it, but I felt fairly strong out there on the trail. I feel a little bit of stuff in my right hamstring, so it's not really a big deal. I do feel like maybe there's a little bit of pelvis position, so I'm probably rotated just slightly. My right foot, ankle, and knee are all a little bit different, and my right hip are a little bit different than my left. So there's obviously some overstriding and some things. So just things to kind of keep an eye on as I get closer and closer to my race. I do intend to get a little bit of chiropractic and maybe some massage prior to that race, so that should kind of help clear some things up. In the meantime, staying focused on my rest, recovery, mobility, and strength. And also managing stress. I think that's also a big factor in training, and managing stress is probably the hardest thing of all. Managing your, anxiety or other types of symptoms that you might feel, managing your workload, and all of those types of things. So all things that, if you see my short I made today, is about that kind of pie of energy, managing your outputs and optimizing for your inputs. And those inputs are things like food, water, rest, and recovery. So, all right, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much.